Between Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, we are at no loss for high-calorie desserts. If you want an alternative, nutrition consultant Lere Robinson of Alive Again has options. Lere, this is healthy, but yet it's a dessert, right?
Absolutely. It's just so, you know, during the festive season, we all eat our comfort foods and our traditional foods.
Yes.
And so many of those foods are really very refined, and they don't have much fiber. And so this is a wonderful, wonderful alternative dessert just to present, because it's raw, and we don't eat enough raw today.
So what it is called an apple sundae, and
That's
tell
right.
us the ingredients that are in this.
Okay, so basically you can just choose 2 different colored apples, and preferably organic, because you want to keep the skin on. Dice them up, put them in a pretty parfait glass, and then we make a healthy caramel sauce with raw almond butter, some vanilla or almond extract, and a bit of maple syrup.
So the emphasis is it looks like a caramel sauce,
That's
especially
right.
if we tilt it there, and it has an amazing taste. Oops, look what I did. I guess I have to try that. But it's sweet, it's delicious, but there's really nothing in there that's unhealthy.
Exactly, and of course maple syrup is classified as a whole food sweetener, so it's not as adulterized and refined as many of the other refined sugars.
So you're going to get some
out there.
calories, but you're not going to get the refined.
Absolutely. And then, you know, what I love to do is just jazz it up a bit. I put some raw almonds on some of them, and then I put some toasted...
And after you took the raw almonds, did you cut these up a little bit, right?
Yes, I just cut these up. And if you don't want almonds, you can put some pecans or some walnuts.
Sure.
And then we also love to do toasted coconut.
And I noticed that you use unsweetened coconut. So
Correct.
again, you're saving on calories. You're saving on not having the sugar in there.
Absolutely. So you're eating the food in a whole food state.
Excellent.
No added sugars, because I think that's what gets us into trouble here in America, is all the added sugars.
So not only do we have a dessert that is sweet, but it's high in protein because of the almond butter.
Correct.
And it's high in fiber because of the apples.
Correct. And what I love about apples particularly is they're very high in a soluble fiber called pectin. And of course, pectin is also very good to help lower cholesterol levels, the fiber in there in the body.
You offered this dessert and several others on your website. If people want to go to that to find information about your healthy, actually delicious desserts, where should they go?
They can go to aliveagainonline.com.
AliveAgainOnline.com.
Yes, and I'm on Instagram, I am on Facebook, so they can just type it in there, and under Alive Again LLC on my social media posts, and yeah, they can find this delicious recipe.
Well, I love this recipe. I've made this a million times after you told me about it, and it's always a hit with my guests, but they can't believe that it's actually healthy.
There you go.
So, all right, so I love that. So what is your one piece of advice for people, because we are just bombarded with heavy foods and desserts this time of year. As we get closer to all these Christmas parties and are in the middle of them, what advice would you give?
I think I'd like to encourage people just to eat a raw salad. You know, so many of the foods that we prepare today are all cooked. Because we live in a cooked food society, right?
Yes.
And so try and present a raw dessert, or try and make a raw salad with lots of greens and veggies. And when we eat more raw, we eat more fiber. And
fill up and don't eat all
that's
the
right.
as
You
much
just
of the
feel
bad
satiated
stuff.
a lot quicker.
All right.
So
excellent advice. AliveAgainOnline.com, and I'll put this recipe on my Facebook page as well. Lere, thank you as always.
Such a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Great being here.
Thank you. We'll be right back after this.